Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you my favourite way to colour grade photos. That is using the HSL sliders in either Lightroom or Photoshop. And I'm going to start right now. Right guys, so before we go ahead and start editing a photo, I want to show you guys how this particular style of colour grading works and how the HSL slider actually adapts, removes and changes the colours within Photoshop and obviously Lightroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up just a single colour so you can see how it actually adapts. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open up a red photo here, which again you can find this in a link in the description, or you can just open up a solid colour adjustment layer and then just choose a particular colour. And I'm going to go with red in this particular case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and actually activate the HSL sliders. Now in Lightroom, you're going to find it on the right hand side panel and it should be called Color Mixer. But in Photoshop, you're actually going to have to open up the Camera Raw filter. Now it's really easy, it's just a filter based within Photoshop and it's one of my favourite filters. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to Filter and then we're going to go ahead to the Camera Raw filter. So we'll go ahead and open it like so. What we want to do firstly is we want to make sure, so usually what it'll do is open up with your basic sliders. Now these are all of your kind of how you change your exposure, but we want to ignore that just for the moment. What we want to do is actually go down to the one that's called Color Mixer. And this is where it's very similar to Lightroom. Now how it works is you've got three different types of sliders. You've got hue sliders, you've got the saturation sliders, and then you've got the luminance sliders. But that's broken or sub-broken up into a bunch of different color bands. So in your hue, you've got reds, orange, yellows, greens, aquas, blues, purples, and magentas. Now, if you go ahead and change any of the hues of any of these color bands, it will actually change the hue, which is the color of that particular photo. Then we've got our saturation. And as you can see, it's broken up into the same amount of color bands. Now what saturation is actually the purity and the intensity of that color. So if we go ahead and simply, if we've got this red here, if we go ahead and turn that down, as you can see, it reduces the saturation. So it turns it a little bit more gray. And if we go ahead and boost that, you can see it becomes very vibrant and very, very bright. And then if we've got our luminance sliders, so we go ahead and turn that back to 0, we've got our luminance sliders. And as you can see, it's broken up into the same amount of color bands. And again, with our reds, if we want to brighten the red, so we go ahead and brighten that, as you can see, it becomes a lot more paler, almost like a pink color. And then if we turn that red down, it becomes very dark and almost a burgundy color. So as you can see, you can really see how you can adapt and change a lot of the colors. So if you go back to our hue, you can see we can make it more kind of magenta-y pink color. But then if we slide it over to the right, you can see it makes it almost this orangey color. And that's just one color. Just imagine a full color photo with millions of colors. You can adapt all of them simply by using the HSL sliders. So now you understand how it works, let's use it in practice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cancel out of this, and I'm gonna go ahead, close that, and open up the sample photo. And if you'd like to download this, the link will be in the description. So this is the photo we're going to be working with. Now you can see there are a variety of colours in here. We've got kind of a very greeny look in the background where all the shrubbery is. We've got this lovely white dress with the kind of red head you can see with the red girl. And then you've got obviously this kind of very orangey, almost yellowy kind of hue coming through where the sun is, and it's very hazy. So all of the colours that we're going to be changing today are going to be found using the HSL sliders. So I'm going to show you a before and after. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Command J on our keyboard. That will duplicate that layer. And if you're ever using the Camera Raw filter, I would always recommend using Smart Objects. This will allow you to change and adapt all of the filters we're going to be talking about today in or after you've made it. And that's really, really important. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click on there, and then we're going to go ahead and just convert it into a smart object. This will turn on smart filters, and again, it will allow you to work non-destructively in Photoshop. So once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and just simply turn on the Camera Raw filter. So we're going to go to Filter, and then we're going to go ahead to the Camera Raw filter. Lovely. So let that open up, and as you can see, it's open up with our color mixer or our previous use settings, which was the HSL sliders. So what we want to do now is to now adapt and change the colors. Now, in this particular style, I want to go for more of a warm, a warm look, and I'm going to create a warm wedding style color grading effect. So what we're going to do firstly is we're going to adjust the reds. I would always recommend starting at the top, and I'd always recommend starting on the hue. So hue, work down from reds all the way to magentas, then again work on saturation, go through the color grading, and then lastly luminance, and again you can go through it like so. So with our reds, what I'm going to do is actually decrease the reds by -15%. And what this will do is it'll bring a few more magentas into that. Then what we want to do is do the exact same for the orange. So I'm going to do -15 in that regard as well. Now with the yellows, we want to create a bit more of a drastic change. So I'm going to do -30 and I'm going to double that. So let's do -30 in that particular case. Lovely. Now with the greens, what I'm going to do is actually decrease them to -15. Lovely. And then because the blues, purples and magentas don't really exist in this photo, I'm actually going to ignore them in this particular case. So at the moment, reds -15, oranges -15, yellows -30, and greens -15. So once you're happy with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to saturation. So what we're going to do is now with the saturation, we're actually going to mess around with the colors that we've already changed. So again, we've looked back, we've changed the first 4 color bands, so we're going to change the next 4 color bands in this particular case as well. So with the reds, what we're going to do is actually increase the saturation by 30% because we're going for this warm look, and red is a really good color to add warmth to a photo. Once you've done that, we want to actually reduce the amount of saturation in the oranges because I find they're a little bit too bright at the moment. And we're going to reduce that by -30. Actually, let's do -15 because that's a bit too strong. Lovely, so we'll do that. And then with the yellows, I think -30 will work quite nicely. Lovely, so we'll do it like so. And then with the greens, we're actually going to reduce this by quite a considerable amount. We're going to reduce it by -45. Lovely. And then with the other colours, it's like aquas, I'm going to reduce by -50. And then with the blues, I'm going to reduce by -50. With the purples, I'm going to reduce by -13. And then with the magentas, I'm actually going to leave that just like so. So as you can see, we've changed the hue and we've changed the saturation, but now it's time to change the luminance. So go ahead and change the luminance. So with the luminance, we're going to change the reds. We're actually going to darken the reds. So remember, if minus colors are to remove saturation, to change the hue, but also darken the color. So what we're going to do is -30 like so. Lovely. Once we've done that, what I'm going to do is actually increase the orange because it's looking a little bit too dark at the top here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase that by, let's say 15. Let's go from there. Actually, let's increase that a little bit more. So let's go 30 on that one. Lovely. And then with the yellows, I think just a very slight increase. Let's go for -15 in that particular case. And with the greens, I think we should darken them. Let's go for -50 on the greens. Lovely. And then with the other 3 or other 4, should I say, we're going to leave them. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go back from my color mixer and I'm going to go ahead and just click OK on the photo. So I'm going to go and enter back into Photoshop. And as you can see, we've created this different style theme. So if we do the before and we do the after, you can see that has drastically changed a lot of the colors. And realistically, that did not take that long. So now what I would do is I'd add a few more adjustment layers. I'd probably add a photo filter and I'd probably increase and decrease the contrast until I am happy with the results. So afterwards, what I'm going to do is add in a photo filter. So I'm going to add in a photo filter. I'm going to add a warm photo filter because that's the look that we're going for. So I'm going to go for something like that. I'm going to increase that by, so make sure the density is 30. And then what I would probably do is increase the contrast. So I would open up a curves adjustment layer. I would decrease the shadows and increase the highlights, but just by a small amount, so not by too much. And there we go, guys. So you can really see how the HSL sliders work, firstly, but also how you can actually ever so slightly tweak the colors to create a certain style look. Now, using the HSL sliders in Camera Raw filter and in Lightroom is basically the same. So if you're ever using Lightroom Classic or Lightroom CC, you can use all that you've learned from here and you can go ahead and actually change them and adapt them in both of those different software. But of course, you've also got the Camera Raw filter available there as well. And there we go, guys. So that's how you can use the HSL sliders in Photoshop and the Camera Raw filter to actually adapt, change, and really create a really awesome color grading technique in Photoshop. Brilliant, and there we go, guys. So that is how you can color grade your photos using the HSL sliders. And remember, guys, that hue changes the actual type of color, saturation changes the intensity, and then luminance changes the brightness. And I must say, it is the best way of color grading your photos because you have full control over all types of colors, and it's broken down into different types of color bands, so you can affect the type of color that you want to. And as you can see, you can create really cool effects, such as this warm wedding style color grading effect, or a variety of others. And I must say, I've created a few different types of tutorials on my channel, and I'll make sure to leave the link in the description for them. Again, guys, if you want to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, it really does help my channel grow. Also, if you want to hit the bell notification, so you don't miss any of my latest content. But until next time, guys, keep creating.